Welcome back to my channel. This is Ingenious Giacomo, and today I'm making actually I call it Dr. Inappa soup. Soup is here. It's actually from Aldi. That's I mean, I make my own lentil soup all the time. Sometimes it's just I'm so busy with my jobs and all the different stuff, and my daughter loves it, and I find out just something is missing, but it's not bad. So you can actually make it look like a very fresh, healthy soup by doing a little tweaking to it. So we're just gonna add some carrots from Aldi, some celery. I have onions here. I have a little garlic, and just a little onion. So that's the celery and carrots from garlic. Now the carrots, I do not peel them because if you can see, they're very clean. I use just a green part of a sponge and I scrub them under running water. Celery, one thing I always suggest is always go through the little center thing with your finger when you go under running water to remove any additional dirt. It's very common with celery because it kind of accumulate toward the bottom part. So anyway, the onion is there, the garlic is there. I have my knife. Anyway, there's the soup I'm using, the organic lentil soup. To my opinion, lacks a bit of tomato, lacks a bit of carrots. I don't know if it has any. I didn't look at the recipes, but I like to put a little bay leaves in it, a couple of them for flavor, and I like to put some of the Happy Harvest crushed canned tomato. Those now they're up to I think 98 cents or $1. Used to be like 68 cents 2-3 years ago when Aldi first came in this neighborhood, but sadly with all the price increases, of course, extra virgin olive oil. Something I think a little bit too expensive to put into a soup. It does the trick. Now, garlic, of course, those are garlic from BJ's actually, because it's much cheaper than Aldi. So let's go back to what we add to the soup. It's just carrots, celery, a little onion, a little garlic. I need to make a video about how to preserve the garlic in the bag because it goes bad very quickly. And if you buy a bigger bag and use that much, within 2-3 weeks it starts changing color, it becomes horrible. So I have a way to keep it going for weeks. It was pretty good. So let's move to the induction stove. Those are stoves I got off eBay actually. This one, it was crazy, got a very good deal. You see the power is connected, it's blinking. I turn it on and it shows heating. And the thing is amazing, it just you feel the heat coming up. I do, let's go over quickly. Conventional stoves is 95% of the heat, 90% or 95 is transferred to the pan. So I need to make a video about that. That's another one. They both are from eBay. Got a crazy deal about it, but if I put a pan who's not technically induction ready, it's just gonna start beeping. You see, it just doesn't tell you anything, but they say heating, but you get a big beep, and technically you're just out of luck. No way you're gonna cook with this one. So that's it. Let's move on now to the actually soup preparation, and that's it. Let me cut my vegetables and do the little doctoring up, and you're gonna be impressed with the results. Let me start my pan, get it hot and ready, heating. Yep, it's working. It's amazing how many people don't know about induction cooking. It's been around for 30-40 years, but it's probably the most energy efficient way to cook because all the heat get transferred to a pan, like versus gas, or goes warm up your room, and only like 70%, 75% goes to the pan. The other warm up the air around it. But the pan is hot as heck, but the stove is actually cold to the touch. Oh, by the way, a very important thing, with only like maybe less than $1 added to it, I stretched my soup was like $2.19 or $2.24. Like I get a 50% more almost. Extra virgin olive oil, first thing. That's from BJ's. Still a great value. Like $19 for 3 liters. The oil is in it. The moment you remove the pan from the stove, it stops working. It's fine. That's pretty much how they're designed to do, to protect them. So now it's back. Yeah, kicking back on. See, the moment I leave the pan to saute, it stops working, but the heat is enough. You have 1800 watts of power. I'm going to the maximum capacity. It was very good. That's pretty much the power of blow dryer. Blow dryer is like 1500 watts, but all the heat, you see, I mean, it's warm, don't get me wrong, but it's not enough to bring you to a hospital. So now we got that going. Let's let it cook a bit. Well, only like 3-4 minutes. That really accelerated the time of cooking for the carrots. That's why I cut them so small so they cook very fast. There's my soup. I'm opening. I like the little flip lid, and as you see, there isn't really no color, sadly, unless you use some kind of weird chemicals. You cannot preserve colors of vegetables in a can for months. And for years, you know. So you can do it on a regular stove, don't get me wrong. Any regular stove will do. Just I love induction cooking, and this, that's another video coming up. So we get a little salt. I put extra vegetables, so a little sprinkle of salt, a little bit of pepper, put a little dust of black pepper, very little. I got to let it cook at least a minute or two more. You know, I don't want it to be going. Almost ready. In a moment I'm going to put a tomato. Like I said, I don't need the whole can, it's a huge can. I love those tomatoes, they have a very nice flavor. Not too much acidic juice. Was normally put there as a preservative, but sometimes make your sauce too sour. Anyway, this now I'm opening the can without doctoring, and that's pretty much how it looks. You know, as you can see, there is a big difference between the one I did and the one there. You look at the color, it does like tomato, carrots. There is a little more of a, at least the label I would say, is not really, it tastes I would say pretty good, don't get me wrong. It's a very nice tasting soup for a can. It's one of my favorite organic, non-GMO, and it's a very good soup, but from the label it looks a little, there is not comparison. There's the same soup with a little extra ingredients, and let me pour on a bowl so you can see next to each other. So now this one looks homemade totally. This one doesn't look bad, don't get me wrong, but it's just not the same thing. Thank you again for watching. Please give me thumbs up and subscribe. There's a lentil soup from Aldi, organic, $2.19. Don't forget, very important, by adding the ingredients I did, it cost me maybe like 50 cents. I stretched it twice as much. So it was a big increase in quantity, because carrot, celery, onion, I put a little extra liquid, and got 50% more yield out of a can. So now it's twice as much, and it actually tastes better. Thank you again for watching, and this is Ingenious Giacomo. Bye.